So it's November 1st. Well, November 2nd, technically, when I am. November 3rd. Jesus Christ. Man, I'm really good with the time of when I'm recording this. And Snap, pretty much at this point, has officially run out of funding. Or has it? A federal judge orders Trump administration to pay SNAP benefits out of contingency fund. So through the Impoundment Act. So, okay, quick talk on what impoundment is. Basically, the Impoundment Act gives the executive branch some form of executive control over what gets funded, allocated in terms of funding of Congress. This is a very, 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 very simplified summary for what the Impoundment Act within the executive branch basically means. But Trump was basically trying to use impoundment to make it such that the funds, the contingency funds specifically, that are allocated for SNAP do not go out. Because why is Trump trying to do this? Because in his heart of hearts, he still believes that the fucking goddamn government shutdown is being led by the Democrats, when that is not the case. The problem is the Republicans are wholeheartedly unwilling to negotiate. And keep in mind, the House Republicans, they're still out on vacation right now because of, the vaunted 218th vote necessary for the discharge petition to go through to force a vote in the House on the fucking releasing of the Epstein files is right there. Adelito Grijalva still has not been sworn in by Mike Johnson. And as a result, Arizona is suing in order to get her in, get her represented. Because I think currently, 700,000 people have no representation within Congress right now. That's how many people live within Adelita Grijalva's district. So it's one of those things where it's just like, these motherfuckers are so desperate to protect the fucking pedophile that is currently in power right now, that they are unwilling to swear in someone who won her fucking election and is willing to do anything, and I mean anything possible, in order to just make sure that there is no way for the current pedophile Cheeto in office right now to get exposed for potential fucking crimes that he did within the fucking Epstein files. Because again, think about it this way. They have been trying to cover it up for so fucking long. What's in there at this point? That's what people are going to be asking. There has to be something incredibly fucking incriminating on Trump right now. And we all know why Trump is trying to hold back SNAP benefits. It's because he wants to use people starving as a political tool. He will do literally anything possible. Because right now, and this is like the Faustian bargain that the Trump administration is basically trying to have, or trying to force upon the Democrats. It's either people are going to get fucked over and die because they can't pay their fucking premiums when they double because of the ACA credits not getting funding, or people are going to starve instead because they're not going to be able to get food that they need in order to be able to survive. That's essentially what the Trump administration is just like. Yeah, well, you know what? Screw the Democrats. We don't need to negotiate with literally anybody. So it's not gonna work. Go fuck yourselves. It's so fucking funny. But what do we have here specifically on this quick video here? That's a long line, people.
To Florida, long lines at food banks, a sign of the fear and confusion facing the 42 million people.
Oh, and by the way, most of these food banks are starting to run out of inventory. Food banks are not they are not the solution to the fucking problem. There's only one entity that can step in and fix all of this, and that's the federal fucking government.
People at risk of losing federal food assistance. The Trump administration had said funding for SNAP benefits would run out tomorrow because of the government shutdown. But today, a federal judge now ruling the administration must continue to pay for the food aid program using contingency funds as soon as possible.
By the way, a bunch of Republican states are also trying to shirk their responsibility of using their own contingency funds to pay out for SNAP. they are also trying to do that as well. I think it was Ken Stitt within Oklahoma was saying like, yeah, we have about $1 billion set aside for SNAP benefits for distributing that. It's like, you're not going to use it? They're like, no. It's just like, you're just saying fuck you to the poor within Oklahoma. Just say, fuck them, who cares? Let them all die from starvation or whatever. It's like, okay, that's cool. Great.
How fast that can happen is unclear, and so millions, like the Leal family, remain stuck in limbo.
What can we say? It's unfair what they're doing. Very unfair.
Jocelyn and...
By the way, everyone acknowledges that this is now the fault of the Republican Party. The majority of people know that the Republicans are at fault. This is not a winning issue for Trump. Him continuing to do everything possible to just fuck over the American people as much as fucking possible. As much as fucking possible. Like, do you really think within your heart of hearts that the motherfuckers who represent the fucking robber barons all the fucking time and are incredibly fucking pass the one big beautiful bill rather that cut SNAP benefits, cut Medicaid and Medicare by basically triggering the pay-go fucking stipulation within Medicare, which causes a forceful fucking cut of it in order to give more tax cuts to the fucking rich. Do you really fucking think that those motherfuckers ever had your interests at heart? Yeah, right. Nice fucking meme. Well, yeah, no, like, the thing is, the people that are blaming it on the fucking Democrats, Boy Meets Mini, are propagandized fucking dipshits. Those are all Trump supporters that are all a part of the fucking cult. Like, you're not gonna fucking reach them anyways. They're lost. Like, they have no idea what's going on. Like, I'd be surprised they're even able to tie their shoes in the morning.
Jose waited more than an hour in 90-degree heat at this Los Angeles Salvation Army for a few boxes of food for them and their 5 children, including their 10-month-old twins. The couple says Jose's work as a contractor has been slow and that Jocelyn wants to go back to work, but they can't afford childcare. And so they rely heavily on the...
Guys, it's almost as if not having universal childcare is kind of a bad thing. That's a thing that we also have implemented federally in Canada, and it is extremely fucking popular. Thanks, Justin Trudeau.
$750 a month they get in SNAP benefits.
How frustrating is all of this?
Highly frustrating. Exactly. It's like being in a hole and not being able to dig yourself out. They've been saying that the cost of groceries are going to go down, and from what we see, it's just going higher and higher.
And they're not alone. Many of the people we met in line this week said it was the first time they turned to a food bank for help.
We're shattering records that you don't want to shatter.
Yeah, you don't want to shatter them.
803 families all alone last week, and we're going to pass that.
Tonight.
Genuinely fucking insane the amount of just food insecurity that's going on in the richest country on the planet. All because of this orange motherfucker right here, who's seemingly just not giving a shit about any of this. He's using this as a political weapon so then he can continue to fuck over the American people and just lie consistently. Luckily, his fucking tariff powers have been stopped somewhat by Congress. You know, the Senate voted to stop his fucking tariff powers. Thank fucking Christ for that. Some people can potentially... have more affordable fucking groceries now, maybe, and like eventually. So it's just like, you know, that's cool, great. Yeah, oh yeah, they can just work harder, sweetie. That's true. Just work harder, smile. It's genuinely fucking insane to me, just the callous cruelty that this dumbass has for poor and working people, which has always fucking existed. Because he's an out of touch fucking billionaire New York coastal fucking elitist who sold a bunch of pretty nice words for all of his, like, sycophants and people who are fucking desperate to try to have some fucking relief. Something. Just anything. In terms of relief for the general sort of affordability crisis that's going on within America. Like, you really think that this cosmopolitan fucking rich guy was going to solve those problems? Of course not. The one big beautiful bill in 2017 tax cuts, which are the only major policy that this dumbass has ever fucking passed, were tax cuts for the rich. That's it. Is wholeheartedly evident of all of this. But, you know, whatever. It's just a fucking cult, and they're not going to fucking understand any of this or want to understand any of this.
President Trump pointing fingers at Democrats.
When you're talking about SNAP, if you look, it's largely Democrats. They're hurting their own people.
But it's not that simple. The 5 states with the highest percentage of SNAP recipients are both blue and red.
Well, I think it's a disgrace.
In fact, I believe the largest recipients of SNAP benefits are rural white people. Those are your constituents, my man. Like, it's not inner city black folks or Hispanic people. No. It's fucking Trump supporters. They are the ones who are the poorest, like, generally speaking, and are the most food insecure. It's genuinely insane.
The USDA's never done this in the past. They said they have a contingency fund for precisely this moment.
For Jocelyn and her family,
It's a lot.
The impact is far greater than politics. There was, by the way, like a TikTok compilation that I think MSNBC did. Very, very good reporting there. Just a TikTok compilation that they put together talking about all the different mothers who are talking about how they're feeling food insecure and how they all work, by the way. They're not all single mothers just sitting on the government dole. If we want to pull up that like 3 IQ fucking dipshit talking point from the 80s. Yeah, like, hey, ring, 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 ring. Ronald Reagan is fucking calling. He wants his fucking talking point back, Republican Party. Almost as if, well, let's be honest here. It's always been the fucking point of the Republican Party that they have always been a party that represents business first and also the rich. Always, always. And yeah, like you're saying, Alex, yeah, taxpayers subsidize Walmart's low wages. As you're saying, Boy Meets Mini, almost 60% of unhoused people work. They all work. They're still not able to pay off any of their bills, their insurance, medical bills, all these fucking bills they keep piling on. These motherfuckers can barely fucking pay any of them. Any of them. And these dumbasses still want to do more tax cuts for the rich. It's insane to me. Not to mention also how these people are all working. They all have full-time jobs that they work, that they do, and still have to be on fucking SNAP. There's a fundamental problem with the makeup of the economy.
They should stop with excuses and actually do what's right. It's not that we want to be here. It's that we have to try and find a way for our kids. We have to find a way.
And Liz, late tonight, President Trump just weighed in on possible funding for the program.
Yeah, Peter, that's right. The president has just posted on Truth Social that he wants clarification from the court on how contingency funds can legally be used to cover SNAP benefits during the shutdown.
Excuse. It's a fucking contingency fund. What do you mean how it can be done? It's a contingent. Do you know what the term contingency means? This is an emergency. Literally, the judge said this is like, this is about as an emergency of an emergency as it gets. What the fuck are you talking about? Not as crass and crude as myself, obviously. But, you know, fuck it. They're just, like, not doing this. Yeah, he's asking the court, seemingly on Truth Social. Genuinely fucking insane. Yeah, you listen, we can't have the non-whites have anything. Despite the fact that it's Trump supporters who are the ones that have gained more from the fucking benefits of SNAP. It's genuinely fucking crazy, dude.
He says if they can be, then he will provide the funding, but says even if that happens, payments will still be delayed for millions.
It's called a contingency fund. This is a contingency. It should be being used. Spare me it. It's the same fucking rhetorical tactic that Trump uses all the time during his court cases. Delay, delay, appeal, appeal, delay, delay, appeal, appeal, delay, delay, appeal, because that's all he can really do. He has to delay, he has to appeal, he has to just wait for as long as fucking possible because he knows that he is in the wrong. Legally speaking, morally speaking, ethically speaking, because in reality, he just wants people to suffer. That's all that it is. He just wants the poor to suffer. He was always a charlatan and a liar. This fucking billionaire, cosmopolitan, coastal elitist. Yeah, he was definitely going to be the one who helped make everything affordable. Yeah, totally. Here's Trump's latest plan, though. He wants to terminate the fucking filibuster now. Well, that's a little interesting. Now, obviously, we've talked about the filibuster. I don't know if I've brought up the filibuster before. I have at some point in time, like probably a long time ago. But the filibuster is not an actual, like, law or something that the Senate has to adhere to. It's just kind of like a tradition. The Senate is basically thought of as the sort of arena of Congress where there is meant to be more bipartisanship, more consensus, more of both sides of the aisle being able to work together. And thankfully, Chuck Schumer and the Democrats are basically saying and being adamant and saying, you will fund the fucking ACA subsidies whether you fucking like it or not. Otherwise, we're never going to vote for any of the continuing resolutions that keep the fucking government funded up until November 1st. Nope. Absolutely not. Nope, we will not be doing that. We're just going to stay resolute and just be like, nope. We're not. You're going to fund the ACA subsidies, and you're going to do it whether you like it or not. Yes, exactly, Alex. Yeah, it's Senate rules, which the GOP majority can change. Yeah, exactly. But they don't want to. They like a lot of Republican senators, I think like Tom Tillis and Thomas Massey have said like we're not going to change the rules for the filibuster just because this dumbass wants it to. Because at this point, a lot of Senate Republicans are seeing the writing on the wall. They know that their careers are potentially at risk, that there's a big problem for this. Because the House doesn't have to have a problem with any of this because they don't have to have these contentions because they're always going to vote for the continuing resolution. And it's just a simple majority that needs to pass. And they have the majority within the House. So it's going to pass every single time, the continuing resolution. They don't need to have these arguments and these debates. The bigger problem specifically in the House is the fact that Mike Johnson has said for the House Republicans to basically go on vacation for, at this point, about 6 weeks and not let in Adelita Grilhava to cover up Trump for the fact that he is in the fucking Epstein files. So that's what fucking Mike Johnson is doing in order to protect Trump's stupid, goofy-looking head ass. And that is not calling the House into session in order to, well, have them not be able to pass that fucking discharge petition that's looming over Donald Trump's head now. So that's pretty cool. But what do we have from our little baby man here himself? Terminate the filibuster, not just for the shutdown, but for everything else. We will get all our common sense policies approved. He's underwater under every single policy proposal, even crime, the one that he's supposedly performing the best in. He's underwater. Nobody likes any of his fucking policy proposals. Everyone fucking hates him and the fucking party that he is representing. And people are getting rather sick and fucking tired. The fucking backlash is starting right now. And now he is advocating for the termination of the filibuster. The party that he's supposed to have gripped by the balls. Now, the Republicans are not fucking agreeing to it. Because they're more concerned about their careers. Generally speaking, when a president goes lame duck, it's right around the fucking midterms. This motherfucker might be a lame duck right now. Like, it's genuinely fucking insane. The fact that he's making more and more enemies within fucking the Senate right now, within Congress, because of his just sheer utter belligerence and the nonsense that he keeps pushing for. Like, Rand Paul, I think, has been consistently voting against every single continuing fucking resolution that the Senate has been consistently proposing. He's just been voting against every single one of them. All of them. I think 2 Democrats have joined the sides of the Republicans. But here's the thing. Those guys aren't actual Democrats because one of them is John fucking Fetterman. And he's not a Democrat. So, it's going to keep being 55-45 every single fucking goddamn time. Because can't find any fucking consensus for this. It's genuinely insane. Voter ID, anyone? And make America great again. Remember, the Democrats will do it immediately as soon as they get the chance. Our doing it will not give them the chance. Republicans be tough and smart. The Dems are crazy lunatics. They will not open our country no matter how many people are irreparably harmed. Buddy, you're the one who is responsible for this fucking government shutdown because when the minority leaders, both Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, tried to go in to negotiate with you to stop a government shutdown, to ask for the ACA subsidies to be fucking continued. What did you say in response? What did you do in response? You posted an AI fucking video of Hakeem Jeffries in a fucking sombrero hat with a mariachi band playing in the fucking background. You don't negotiate with terrorists. These people are terrorists. They are all out of touch, miserable fucking elitists that want to fuck over you, your family, and your fucking children. Because these motherfuckers have only cared about one thing and one thing only. And that is passing tax cuts for the fucking rich and the corporations. That is all that these miserable fucking wretches have ever given a flying fuck about. So, don't negotiate in good faith with these people. You force them to come to you and to capitulate. That is the only way forward. We have more. He's doubling down on this. Because, by the way, he's talking about to Republicans here because there have been multiple Republican senators saying, like, no, we're not going to take out the fucking filibuster. You can cope and seethe about it. Remember, Republicans, regardless of the Schumer shutdown. No, I can't cope with the fact that all of my policies are incredibly unpopular. No, I can't do it. The Democrats will terminate the filibuster the first chance they get. He's just lying, by the way, here. There have been multiple chances for the Democrats to terminate the filibuster. They had a supermajority in the Senate. They could have terminated the fucking filibuster. They chose not to. Even with the supermajority in both the House and the fucking Senate, the Democrats refused to terminate the fucking filibuster. At every point in time that they could have done it, they didn't. They didn't. Even when they had the majority within the fucking Senate, they never terminated the fucking filibuster at any point in time. Never did. So, copium. They will pack the Supreme Court, pick up two states. I think he's talking about Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C. I don't think there's been any movement in the Democratic establishment to go ahead, by the way, they should fucking do that. But, no, they're not gonna fucking do that. And add at least 8 electoral votes. Their 2 stupid objectors are gone. Don't be weak and stupid. Fight, fight, fight. Win, win, win. Do you really think that this is coming from a position of strength? This is incredibly fucking weak coming from Trump. Incredibly fucking weak coming from this dude. Yeah, he is incredibly fucking desperate. This is a sign of desperation. Listen, Copacabana, you are coping, you are seething. Like, that's all that it is. He's coping and fucking seething right now. We will immediately end the extortionist shutdown, get all of our agenda passed. You already fucking got your dumbass fucking agenda passed. You're just mad about the fact that you're gonna be a fucking lame duck because the Senate Republicans are more concerned about their careers for the complete utter fucking damage that you're doing. Like, we all know about the town halls that have been happening even in Republican fucking states where everyone's been incredibly fucking pissed about what this motherfucker has been doing in office right now. It's fucking crazy. And make life so good for Americans that these deranged Democrat politicians will never again have the chance to destroy America. The One Big Beautiful Bill cuts SNAP, trips the pay-go provisions or stipulations within Medicare, causing cuts there. Cuts Medicaid, about $1 trillion worth of tax cuts specifically for your fucking rich buddies. Cements the 2017 fucking tax cuts, which is also a tax cut for the rich, making them now permanent fucking tax cuts. So, no. No one fucking agrees with this. Brother, you are also incredibly underwater in terms of every fucking policy right now. You are underwater everywhere, and you're coping about it, buddy. Republicans, you will rue the day that you didn't terminate the filibuster. Be tough, be smart, and win. This is much bigger than the shutdown. This is for the survival of our country. Now, this is how you know he fucking wrote this himself, because it's just completely and utterly nonsensical. By the way, because here's the fucking thing. You want to know what's going on while this shutdown's happening? What's this? What's this? Trump, you have some explaining to do. Looks like you're having a rather lavish Halloween party while SNAP is about to lose funding that now you're being forced to have to give funding for. This is literally Great Gatsby-esque roaring 20s fucking bullshit. It's just, Versailles before Bastille Day. Yeah, Halloween themed party, evangelicals hating Halloween. This is what it fucking really is in reality. When all those like young, rich, affluent Republicans were talking about how this is the roaring 20s again, this is what they fucking mean. Because there are rich stooges currently in power giving them all of the power possible. And trust me, why don't we take a little look at our fucking big man on himself? There he is. Donald Trump hosted a Great Gatsby party while SNAP benefits were about to disappear for 42 million Americans. He does not give a damn about you. Gavin Newsom's just correct when he's saying this. This motherfucker has never cared about you. Meanwhile, he has a bunch of fucking great, Hoosiers just fucking dancing around for all of the rich, affluent elites at his fucking party, at his fucking castle in Florida. And it wouldn't remain to mention that now, here's what a lot of the more average Republicans also are saying and doing about this as well. You think I'd forget about these people? Hi, Brittany Venti, and I believe this individual, her name is Empath Chan. And for those who may not know, she's a fucking pedophile. She set up a Discord server and explicitly invited kids to join that fucking Discord server with the express purpose of trying to fucking rape them. Classic. And obviously we all know about fucking that stupid dumb bitch Brittany Venti, who quite unironically made a stream baking fucking mud pies. So again, these fucking Hoosiers, these motherfucking dumbasses at the fucking Republican Party have never given a flying fuck about you. They only want the shutdown to continue to protect the fucking current orange buffoon that is currently in power right now from the Epstein files, and basically continue to fuck over the American people. Because if the current continuing resolution goes through right now, your insurance premiums, they are going to instantaneously double because they are currently not being fucking funded. And they're about to double anyways because they're gonna fucking not be funded. So not only is he trying to attempt to use SNAP as a weapon, a political weapon, in order to force the Democrats to fucking capitulate and vote for the continuing resolution, but he's also trying to destroy people's fucking ACA benefits as well. All because of how ridiculously unpopular that the one big beautiful bill is. Because it is incredibly fucking unpopular. And it seems like now the Republicans within the Senate are now starting to realize it and are trying to push back against Trump's fucking bullshit. Consistent pattern of behavior from the fucking Republican Party. They have always done this. Trust me, if these motherfuckers can fuck over the poor, they'll fuck over the poor. They will do anything possible in order to just consistently fuck over the poor. And what is he doing all in the meanwhile? Hosting a fucking lavish fucking party at his stupid castle Mar-a-Lago, while 42 million Americans are slated to potentially start going hungry in the richest country on the fucking planet. There's going to be a huge hunger crisis within it. Genuinely fucking insane. And also focusing more on building a gaudy fucking golden fucking ballroom. Completely fucking utterly insane. But then again, this has always just been the Republican Party in a fucking nutshell. Always. 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 Yeah, the great Epstein themed party. 1000%. These motherfuckers have cared about only one thing and one thing only. fucking over the poor and giving it all to the fucking rich. It's all Robin Hood shit, but in the opposite way around. Just giving more and more power to the fucking rich. And he's hosting fucking Great Gatsby fucking theme parties now. Like, this is exactly 1-to-1 with these motherfuckers. They have never cared about you and just want you all to suffer and die. I'm gonna say this right now. If a fucking depression happens because of the AI bubble pop that's going to occur, it's gonna be a fucking depression. And I think it's gonna be a fucking depression. It's gonna be really fucking bad. All because of these stooges that are currently in power right now, who could give less of a flying fuck about your material conditions, and they just want you to see you suffer and to just be fucking willing slaves to the fucking hierarchy that they want to impose on everybody else. And I say, fuck that, and fuck these stupid, rich, elitist motherfuckers. I don't think there's really much else to say besides, who would have thought that the billionaire coastal fucking elitist in power would do everything possible to fuck over the poor? Who would have thought?